It's time for Baker and Brown.
And this week we're talking about things we love in honor of Valentine's Day.
Hello again, everyone. It's our second edition of Baker and Brown, and I'm Paige Brown, the mayor of the city of Gallatin.
Kim Baker, CEO, Gallatin Area Chamber of Commerce.
We have some good information for you today, but we're going to make it special in honor of Valentine's Day week. And Kim had the idea that we're going to talk about some of the things that we love and hope they'll inspire you to find some things that you love in our city.
We love a lot of things. I think I like food a lot. So
I do as well.
I think we all do. I hope you all like food, and I hope you've all found food here in Gallatin you like. But if not, maybe we will encourage you to try some. Coffee. We have two great coffee spots, and there's more coming. Mm-hmm. Did you know that? You knew that. Mm-hmm. Coffee Express. Mm-hmm. But I love, in the warm months, I love a chai tea from Black Press, and then I also just love a hot latte from Govan's.
Well, matcha, they'll do matcha at Govan's for me, and I love matcha, but not a coffee drinker. Probably, if we're talking favorite drinks, probably my favorite drink is caffeine-free Diet Pepsi, which Save A Lot carries every single week because they know I have to come in and buy it. But that's probably my main drink. Of course, you know what my favorite food is, which is not something that you need to partake of. It's Cheez-Its. But
and she likes them in the freezer.
In the freezer,
that's where she keeps them.
Yeah, I'm so weird. But let's talk about like things we like to eat around Gallatin. Yeah. Do you guys have a favorite restaurant?
We do. I think we have a few. Mm-hmm. Star Ranch is my favorite for like a date night. Mm-hmm. My go-to there is the salmon or the grilled chicken salad. And then family night, we love Philly's and Prince Street. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you on Star Ranch. They have a new chicken sandwich there that is now my favorite thing. My boyfriend has always loved the sea bass there. And everybody raves about their salads, but I don't know that I've ever had a salad there. My absolute favorite thing to eat in all of Gallatin, though, is down the street there's Lime Deli. Oh. And Lime Deli has a Cobb salad, and she does this amazing house dressing. I think it's like a cilantro lime something or other. And it is the best salad I've ever had anywhere, and it's my absolutely favorite thing in Gallatin. But we eat out a lot. I love that we have sushi here. Two good sushi restaurants I really enjoy going to.
I love Osaka.
I do too. And then the Mexican restaurants.
Oh.
Beyond Cheez-Its, I could eat Mexican every single day and never get tired of it. And it's bad when you go in about any Mexican restaurant in Gallatin and they don't even ask me my order because they know what I'm going to have.
No, they know. Most of them know us too, so no shortage of that. What about desserts? Do you have a favorite dessert?
Oh, man. I'm not really an ice cream person. You're going to laugh at this one too. But I love that new racetrack has frozen yogurt. Oh,
have you been to the new racetrack? Everyone needs to go. Their coffee, they have grind-a-cup coffee. And you can, I know you don't drink coffee, but grind-a-cup coffee means that they have the beans there. You pick what kind of beans you want. You press it. It grinds the beans to make your coffee right in front of you.
Oh, my goodness. And then they have frozen yogurt like in the wall, and you can put all this stuff on it, but I like it just plain. But I'll tell you what's one of the most decadent desserts in all of Gallatin is Chubb's has a fried pecan pie. It is like, I don't know how they do it, but it's a deep fried pecan pie, and it is so good.
It sounds about as healthy as the Cheez-Its.
I know. And then the ice cream shop next to Kroger.
I don't say it correctly,
but it's Mexican ice cream place, and it's a different kind of ice cream. It's not.
No, it's very good.
Yeah, it's
and they
not
have so many flavors.
Yeah, and they also have like frozen fruit popsicles and lots of unique items.
Drinks. They have different drinks, and they even have like chip things and bags like full of.
Oh yeah, like what do they call those? Frito things with the chili on them.
I think they call it like a walking taco. I don't know.
That's it.
Walking taco.
I feel like we're sounding like very uninformed this morning because we can't think of the name of anything. But the truth is that there's just a lot out there. And
there's more coming.
And I know what I like. I know what I absolutely like. What do you guys love to do on the weekend?
Oh, well, we do a lot of things. A lot of our weekends we spend at the ball fields. And so Hayden, 13-year-old, he plays in the city's basketball league and the Gallatin Soccer Club. league. So we're soccer field or basketball at the Civic Center. So if you didn't know that, Gallatin has great youth rec leagues. And we'll drop some info in the comments about those so you can find them. But we do that. We go to the parks a lot. Love to find events. I mean, I know that's a lot of what we spend our time doing in our roles, but I actually enjoy going to all of the events that happen in Gallatin.
I enjoy them too, but probably my favorite thing to do on the weekend is stay home.
Oh, that too.
But I don't ever get to do that. I love spring and summer. I'm not a winter lady, and I love it when the farmers market opens and I can go over there. I go over there very frequently. And it's open on Saturdays once the crops start coming in. And then I like going out to Bledsoe. Of course, you know, I love the water. I love the lake. So I ski whenever I can and get out on Old Hickory. Trying to think if there's anything else we do on the weekend. Typically go to church on Sunday and eat a big Sunday lunch. But yeah, I enjoy the outdoors here when we get the opportunity. So I'm looking forward to warm weather and sunshine. And I have a big garden in my yard too. So I work in my garden, not as much, last year especially, not as much as I needed to. But I have actually gardened by flashlight before. So I'm hoping to be better organized this year so I'm not trying to weed my garden at night. But,
my goodness.
But I do love doing that. What about during our favorite event? What's your favorite event that happens?
Oh.
That's a hard one to ask you.
That's a hard one. And I guess I like a lot of the chamber events, but I think my favorite event is the Craig Font Gala. I really love the Craig Font Gala. And I think it's special to me. My husband and I, we got married at Craig Font. And so it's fun to go back there. And when we did our wedding, we set it up. You were there. We set it up very similar to how the Craig Font Gala is set up, just because that's the ideal way to organize the event there. But when we go there, it just makes me think of a fun time and reminisce. And
yes, I've been going for a long, long time.
Not
as long as you've been alive. But I've always enjoyed the Craig Font Gala. That is a fun event. I love Third Thursday.
That's fun too.
Yeah, I love Third Thursday. It seems like people come out, they're all happy, they enjoy being with each other, and so that's always a fun time. Another event that's coming up that's a good opportunity to mention that last year was the first time we did it, and it was so much fun. It was the Green and Gold Gala. And the Green and Gold Gala, green and gold are Gallatin High School's colors, and last year several people who had graduated from Gallatin got together and decided to do a fundraiser for them. Gallatin is probably the oldest, well, it's probably the oldest school, but it's the oldest building as well in our county, and we felt like it needed some extra love because we want people to think as highly of Gallatin High School as they do of all the new shiny schools.
Right.
And Gallatin High School has a lot of history. A lot of famous people by now have gone there. A lot of very successful people that have made really big differences in the world, and we want the legacy of Gallatin High School to continue. And so we're doing this annual fundraiser each year. It's coming up on March 7th, and it's called the Green and Gold Gala. And
is there a band?
there is a band. James Story and friends are playing, and so they're always fun. They're great to dance to. We'll have an auction. We'll have a good dinner, and it'll be a great night.
I have my ticket. Tickets are still on sale too.
These tickets are still on sale. They did sell out. They sold out the first year, but it was so fun because it was people, there were people there that had not gone to Gallatin High School that just wanted to have fun, and we certainly welcome those. But there were a lot of people there who had gone to Gallatin High School, all generations. It was just, but everybody celebrating Gallatin High School, so that was fun. So that may be one of my.
I'm going this year, so I might add that to my list.
That's the crazy week that happens. It's the first week in March. It happens to be on my birthday, so that's why I know this. But you have the United Way event, you have the CASA auction, you have the Shalom Zone auction, and now you have the Gallatin High School Green and Gold Gala.
The mayor and I don't have to worry about any meals that week. We just eat out at events.
Eat out every single night. I have committed that each week I'm going to tell you a little bit about a book that I love that has something to do with our city. I'm an avid reader. I read everything under the sun, but books about Gallatin are especially meaningful to me. This is a book called More Than Rivals, and it is a very interesting story. And it's actually far more than just a book. Tell them what you know about what's going to happen with More Than Rivals.
Oh, well, it's going to be a movie.
Yeah.
And it's really great for any age level. Like if you have lived here your whole life or you just got here, you need to read this story. It tells you a lot about our roots in Gallatin. And I think Hayden read that when he was 9 or 10. And the great thing is you can meet the folks that are in the book. They're still around.
And there's a mural that pays a tribute to this whole story. But this is actually the story of two young men, both of whom I have the pleasure of knowing, who grew up here in the 60s and 70s. And in the early 70s, schools in Gallatin were not desegregated. And there was coming a time where they were going to close the high school that was African American. And that was hard for the students that attended that school and for people that had graduated from that school. I think it was probably a time of turmoil in our community, and a lot of people were nervous, and there was a lot of unrest. But the two characters in this book, one is a white gentleman who went to Gallatin High School. One was an African-American gentleman that went to Union High School. They had been friends who played basketball together as children. And when they grew up, they wound up being in a very important game against each other. I guess I can't tell the whole story because that would make you not want to read the book.
Yeah, you have to read the book.
It is a great story. And I just really appreciate these gentlemen letting their story be shared, and appreciate Ken Abraham for telling it, and appreciate the people that are interested in making it into a movie. But Eddie Sherlin and Bill Ligon are the characters. They're both wonderful gentlemen, and I am honored to know them and just excited that this book, even though it tells a hard story about our community, it gives you some essence of our community, and it also makes you appreciate the people here and appreciate where we are now. So it's a great book, and I hope that you'll check out More Than Rivals.
You know, that's one of the things I love too about Gallatin, going back to things we love, is I love that you can read that book and you can actually go see the sites that it mentions and really see the story come to life. So I think everybody will get to do that when the movie.
And I mentioned the mural, but if you don't know, the mural is actually on the side of Chubb's, which is located on Franklin Street. So you can go to that mural and have your picture taken. Across from it is another mural that kind of tells our railroad history in Gallatin. So, hey, what's coming up before we say goodbye today?
Well, Monday is a holiday. It's President's Day, and most offices around town will be closed. The city offices will be closed.
City offices will be closed.
The chamber will be closed. It's actually my birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Yeah. So, yep, we'll be out doing that. So if you want to see what else is going on in the community, there's some other great events throughout the rest of the month, and you can visit those at gallatintn.org and click on Community Calendar.
Yeah, the Chamber has the absolutely best calendar, and you heard some of the events that we mentioned earlier. If you're interested in attending, you will feel so welcome even if you've never been to them before. So please consider checking out some of the events that are coming up. There's information about where to buy tickets, and we'd encourage you to do that. With that, we thank you for joining us.
And we'll see you next week on Baker and Brown.
Have a good day.